What is it?
That was not the DARPA chief.
Oh, so that's why he was trying to choke him out.
Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
You know, not until the 4th game did they really acknowledge that octopuses are also nature's master of disguise.
He copied his subjects down to the blood.
So I really think that naming him Octopus was more of a coincidence than anything.
And took it into himself.
Otherwise, they probably would have noted it.
But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death?
I wouldn't think Death would be an angel. Maybe it looks like a Valkyrie.
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
This is a good way of setting up questions, but I don't think they really follow it up on it that well.
Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing.
Jesus, that must hurt like hell!
There's always an end to it, but you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end.
Well, the presentation isn't that good. What he's talking, what he's saying, I'd say is really good lines.
Souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace.
I like the remake lines better, but this is still pretty haunting.
My spirit will be watching you.
It really sounds like he was dying right there, but in the remake it just sounded like he took it like nothing, which is more impressive on his part. And my vest came back.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Shouldn't he have said turn off your
Naomi
monitor?
there? No, she's away. She's taking a short nap.
Thankfully.
So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah, go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
Not necessarily.
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage
She
this
could just have a really shady background,
Are you
but
saying she's with the terrorists?
but needed to.
I don't want to believe it
but
either.
wanted to come
but
here to like work or something.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's
Is it just
betrayed
weird
us.
that line
She
seemed
needs
like
to be
he was
arrested
cut off?
and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble. What do you mean?
Sad face.
Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something?
She was the doctor of all
Does
these
this have anything to do
genome
with the
soldiers.
mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have
There's something
no
about the
idea.
way he said that seemed a
Anyway,
little too obvious.
We cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission. I knew it.
That line really
You're
doesn't
hiding
make any
something.
sense to me.
Give me some time.
As
I'll
someone
try
who
to get
knows
it
what
out of her.
happens.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time. I don't have any time left for you.
Oh, apparently not, because he still takes on some advice. Oh, by the way, your rations can become frozen today. Alright, where's my mine detector? I want to see whether the mines are still here. Oh, they're not. Well, either way, I'm just gonna leave. I'm not gonna loot here. There's not really much to loot anyway. Anyway, you can get a chaff grenade here, and here is quite possibly the most overkill of gun turrets I have ever seen. I mean, really. And what's funny is, you can destroy all of these, but the moment you come back in the room, they are all back. I'm totally serial. So really, your best bet is just chaff. By the way, there's some nuclear waterfalls here. But I'm not sure if I can time it well enough to show you that Nastasia actually has some messages about here. It's a nuclear waterfall. Nuclear waste waterfall. And this is where I think it could have been really well done if they only subtly hinted at Metal Gear. Because if they just showed you parts but never showed you anything to scale, this would have been really, really huge. Just to see Rex as comparison at the size of Snake. That probably would have been helped too if they didn't have a platform here. Alright, so I'm gonna come up here. It actually helps the scale of him to, alright.
Snake, it's me.
A lot of con calls
What's wrong?
here.
Did you find a good place to hide? Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready. How do you know that? I overheard them talking. Where are you now? Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange. What is? There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
That line makes sense
Maybe
here, but in the
they're
remake,
already...
they had people
They
patrolling.
said they even input the PAL codes.
Actually, there is one
should
guy
I
patrolling,
do?
but he probably can't
All
see
we
him.
can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about. But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys. Leave it to me. You got some kind of plan? Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Say, isn't the computer room
Baker's
back
files.
in the
Don't you
nuclear
need a
warhead
password?
storage building?
Of course, but there are ways. Are you a hacker? Yep, that describes me pretty well. Does it look like you can get in? I don't know yet. I'll give it a try. I'm counting on you.
I'm pretty sure I deleted it from my computer, but one thing I found really funny is if you call Colonel before Otacon calls you, he'll actually just quite simply say, "Give Dr. Emmerich a call." Of all things, like, even though it's mostly about the PAL keys, and he doesn't even know of his presence yet, he'll actually say, "Give Dr. Emmerich a call."
It's me again. How's it going?
For no particular reason.
Not
And then if you
bad.
call him, it'll
I
just
got
trigger that
past
whole
his third
sequence.
security level. He was a pretty careful guy. Do you think you'll break in soon? I never met a system I couldn't bust into. Okay, keep trying.
I wonder at what level Otacon's a hacker at. I mean, he's just, well, he's either an electrical or a mechanical engineer, as far as I've seen. He obviously doesn't work with the nuclear weapons himself, so he's not a nuclear physicist. Anyway, being on top of Metal Gear is actually pretty cool. And it actually does give you a pretty good sense of scale right there.
You got past security? Bingo!
Is it
Great. So what do you got? I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file. So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about? I haven't found it yet. That's what I need to know. But Snake, I found something else. What? The secret behind the new nuclear weapon.